Hey everyone, wow. Today was my first day at Loop 2017 and it was a fantastic experience. I am super worn out from traveling all across the world to make it out here to Berlin and then spend all day in these classes. But while I have all this inspiration and energy, I wanted to share some of my highlights along the way on my first day at Loop. So my first session was actually the most inspirational. I went to a discussion on haptic technology, how we can use devices to create actual skin contact and being able to feel our instrumentation. It was an amazing discussion, these two musicians talking about these devices. And there was a few things that really came to mind. One of them was creating an environment in which you could really feel your music, where you could feel the tactile responses. That particularly hit me when the speaker Alexandros talked about a DIY thing that he has, where it's a little box and it has two faders, right? And these faders are motorized. So let's say there's one fader here and one fader here. You put your fingers on it like this, it might actually have a type of forced feedback where when you press closer together, it creates resistance to that. So it's harder and harder to press together as you get closer. That way, it creates a real feeling of crunching and squeezing the music as compared to just normal faders that were just kind of no resistance whatsoever. Or that same fader where you start, let's say it's more this way, here's full volume, here's quiet, and as you press, it becomes harder and harder to make it more obvious that you're putting down the volume and making sure you don't just, go from sound to completely off. Cool ideas like that, very simple things that could greatly improve your performance. Here's my little list of things that really hit me. Something that Lauren Sarah Hayes talked about was how there are physical boundaries within an instrument. Like let's say you're playing the trombone, it's about the timbre of your lips pressing against the brass instrument, the slide, the speed in which you can slide. Sometimes even it gets a little stuck or whatever. Same thing with clarinet, like how you press into it, getting those notes just right, otherwise it cracks or squeaks or something like that. And those particular boundaries is what really creates the unique instrumentation, the unique connection with that instrument. And to put that into our MIDI controllers and the things we use is a really cool way of thinking about it. Even just regular MIDI controllers have boundaries. The speed in which the faders can go up and down, how easy it is to turn left and right, and really utilizing those as not necessarily positives, but attributes that you can play with. Create devices with resistance and feelings, that might not be simple to do or easy to do, can actually create a good performance. That was really cool. I really like that way of visioning controllers. Then the rest of Loop, I went to some other classes that were really cool. I went to a listening session with Sorn where he put on his music and then we listened to each other's music in the room and talked about it. And that was amazing. I love how Ableton is putting situations like that together at this event. It's not just like panel discussions or listening to a single person, one way. There's multiple conversations that are happening. I went to a workshop on wavetable synthesis, same sort of thing. Like someone was talking, there was only like 20 people in the room and we were trying things out and discussing it and it was fantastic. So the listening was great because having a strong collection of people really listening to your music and commenting on it created a really amazing collaborative atmosphere, and I really enjoy that they make that a part of this event, not just like a single, top-down approach. And another big thing was connecting to people. I had students there that I have never met who are in Europe and other places I got to hang out with. Got to meet tons of creative musicians from all over, as well as other certified trainers, Ableton certified trainers. That was super fun. It was kind of weird meeting people that I've met online but never actually met face to face, or people would come up to me and thank me for certain devices or videos I've made in the past, and that just made me more inspired to make, go figure, more videos. So overall, day one of Loop, fantastic. I'm really stoked for tomorrow. More classes. I'm also going to be helping out with some jam session stuff as part of the event. And there's a huge long party in the evening that I'm really excited to get that real taste of Berlin music. But yeah, that is me, Isaac Kotek, aka Subaqueous, day one of Ableton Loop 2017. Thanks a lot. More to come.